What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dylan, and today we'll be talking about microphones. So when I first looked into microphones, I got extremely overwhelmed with the amount of information that's out there. So today we'll be covering about the different types of microphones there are. Hopefully you can learn something, and let's just get right into it. So what I learned was that the main types of microphones are, number one, there's a dynamic microphone, and that's usually good to record high sound, things like live concerts where you're trying to get that sound without too much noise. The next popular one is a condenser microphone. These microphones are really good for YouTube and content creators because it's great at picking up voices, it's more precise. And now that we're talking about condenser microphones, let's break it into the types that I've seen industry in the market, or whatever you want to call it. First off, the most popular one are the USB microphones. This is the one that MKBHD, all of them talk about, is the USB microphone. Really good for plug and play. I'd say that they're more geared towards people that want to do voiceovers, gaming channels, ASMR or podcasts. USB microphones are great, and I'd say that's the way to go for those guys. The next one that people always talk about are XLR microphones. I feel like that's more for people in studios, professionals. I don't really know much, so if you're in that industry, you can shed some knowledge, but I just know that I'm not required to be using an XLR microphone just yet. Next up, you got lavaliers. They're an affordable way to get audio close to your subject. I know a lot of people like to do it as backup audio for like weddings and stuff. It can range, like you can have that person wear the lavalier mic, walk around, and they can be like 50 feet from the camera, and you can still record audio from them, which is pretty dope. Lastly are the shotgun microphones. These are usually the ones that you see that are attached to the camera, or people have them on boom poles. Shotgun mics are really good for in front of camera situations, so whether you're vlogging and holding up the camera like this, interviews, close-up face interviews, just being on the go, or just doing up like product reviews or stuff like that, the shotgun mic is a great option for you. That being said, knowing the types of microphones is good, but you usually gotta work what's within your budget. If you're anything like me, don't let having a budget stop you from creating content. There's definitely a lot of free options. You can always use your in-camera microphone. It does pick up a little bit of excess noise, but you can toss that into post-processing to clean up your audio. You can use things like Audacity. I think Final Cut has its own way to reduce noise on your audio. It's not perfect, but it is an option. The first thing that we learned when we wanted to record better audio was that we actually just used our smartphone. So this right here, I have an iPhone 7, and it's actually a great solution if you can just stick it onto a tripod, or if you have a cheap option is to purchase like a boom pole. Stick it as close to your mouth as can, point it towards your face, and put it slightly just out of frame. This is a great way to record audio for free because you already have your smartphone, and all you have to do is sync the audio afterwards, and you can edit that right off the bat. So it's actually a really great, cost-effective, a free option to record audio. But if you were in the market to invest in some microphones, I have found some cheap options for you. So the one that I'm actually recording the audio on, the Comica V30 Lite, is a shotgun microphone. It doesn't require batteries. It can be used on your DSLR or your smartphone, and it's actually pretty good for the cost. It's really easy to go, and I definitely recommend it. That's the shotgun type. If you're more geared towards having a USB microphone, they have the Blue Yeti Snowball, and that's around 50 bucks. That's definitely a great option, but if you do want to bump up those prices a little bit, I would definitely say the Blue Yeti is the most bang for your buck. That's definitely why all the YouTubers hype it up so much, is because you have so many different polar patterns you can record audio from. Basically meaning you can record omnidirectional, which is all around you, bidirectional if you were in an interview situation, cardioid, which means it's just in front of you, and also stereo for people that want to do ASMR. You can have more realistic sounds with left and right audio coming at you. Then if you have a little bit more money, you can always record audio on like a Rode Video Mic Pro, which I definitely think this Comica is a knockoff of. You have that as an option, which is around $230. And they also have the Rode NTG, which you can stick onto a boom pole and it gives you that nice crisp audio. That being said, the main purpose of this video was to get me to stop procrastinating. So I hope that you can do the same. Don't let your budget stop you. Use what you have and go make something awesome today. See ya. What's good, YouTube? This is me recording on the SL2 without the microphone. What's good, YouTube? This is me recording on the SL2 with the Comica V30 Lite. And lastly, this is me recording on the SL2 and recording audio onto my iPhone 7, which is placed on a stool right here. So one thing I noticed was that the audio does sound a little quieter when I have the microphone plugged in. So I've made it a little bit louder and I just want to hear how that sounds. So let's check that out.